There is a period of time, like you're saying, like with where you feel like if you're in a relationship or something, like if you're not in a relationship, I at least felt like a lot of like, there's something wrong with me that I don't have that right now. And I didn't enjoy that period of my life like I should have. And I have some memories from that time. Like I did do some camping trips and like some fun things, but I didn't just give in to the moment and use it, you know? And I think you got to use those moments. Life gives you moments. You got to look for that lemonade inside of those lemons.
Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And we're joined here with my nephew.
Eli
Musk. No.
He invented Tesla.
The Tesla.
Yeah.
He's joining us. It's been a while, huh?
Since he joined us?
Yeah, he was on a podcast once.
You're 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are living in the little house.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, was that when we were?
I think it had to have been, right? Yeah.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
was
So
little.
he's back, 2 years older. How old were you then?
15.
15. So how old are you now?
17.
He's going into his senior year this year.
Congratulations. That's exciting.
That's you nervous?
Yeah. How was junior year?
It's pretty
Pretty good. Pretty awesome.
fun.
Epic. Nice.
yeah.
How much schooling do you think you got left? Like,
a year, I'd say.
well, no, like, you got classes you have to make up or anything like that for?
Do ya?
I think I have like 3 credits to make up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I probably could do that because I'm like, I passed like all my other classes, all
Nice.
my electives and stuff. So
Nice. And you're a football player, right?
Yeah.
You're playing for the school team and you catch grades up. So you're in a good standing with your football team. So yeah, you'll do good.
Yeah,
Well,
I found when I I think I said this before, but I found like when I played sports, my grades were always better.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Extracurriculars like that tend to
you
help
wanted to get
kids.
playing time.
Because you want to play. Because
Yeah.
like if I think when I was in school it was like a 2.5,
Sure.
I think it was, or lower.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't play.
Yeah, right.
But my school was annoying in the fact that it was a ABC fail. You get a D, and you get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, you know, really.
We had super seniors. Like we had someone in our class. I want to say he was like 21, 22, something crazy. He had full-grown kids. No.
You know, in special ed, you can be in school that long.
Yeah, I think for high school you can only be there until you're about like 20 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot. Like, eventually,
They're like, Jesse,
they don't
you're
want
24.
you around 13-year-olds coming in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh, do you teach here? No, I'm in my 4th year. As
yeah,
a senior.
I'm going for my PhD.
I'm going for my doctorate here.
Yeah, high school's a beast, man. I did not play sports in high school. I know, shocking.
It is kind of though.
I wish I would have played golf.
I know.
I think that would have been really cool. But
I wish I would have gotten to golf when I was in high school
Yeah.
too. Like,
I didn't do anything. I went to school, went home, got decent grades.
yeah.
Not stellar, but decent.
Yeah,
You know,
I didn't.
Went to Eastern
Oh, did you?
Washington University. Killed
yeah.
it. I did a good job.
That's cool though. Like you had, like I said, yeah. I mean, you had that like experience being at a college campus.
It's fun, man. Like I encourage you to do whatever you want after high school, but if you end up going to college, like it's a lot of fun.
I will go to Eastern because
Yeah?
I got a certificate from there.
Nice. Yeah. I encourage you to. I had a really good time there. You know, I mean, if there's not a program that you're excited about or whatever, like I would tell a lot of kids today, look at trades.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
look
it's
at electrical, look
plumbing.
at like plumbing,
That's
any
like a
of those.
dying art.
But it's like, man, you can end up with your own company. Like there's so many opportunities. But before you do that, go to college for at least a year.
Like you
Get
can be
that
like your
experience.
journeyman and make like
Oh, yeah.
some fucking good ass.
So the principal I used to work with, her son, I guess, is an electrician, and he's not even like at that point yet, and he's making good money.
Loser.
Good money. So, you know, there's lots of options out there.
Cade, he does HVAC,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's crawling through fucking
Yeah.
attics at
Find the ones that don't
130
make
degrees.
you be hot too much.
dude.
You know.
Yeah, but that's where the money's at.
It is. I'd want to balance it out. I'd want to not make so much money that I had to be uncomfortable.
What I wanted to do, I was gonna almost go to the military after high school.
Yeah.
Obviously that didn't work out, and then I thought about doing plumbing, but I didn't know. Like at the time, I didn't have any guidance. Like,
right.
I don't know what the
how do you do it? You just
do it.
Go to a house and plumb.
Yeah, what
do you
school
do?
do I go to?
Yeah, right.
Does Eastern do plumbing?
No, I don't remember. The plumbing program was the best.
And so after stints of moving around, I went to Job Corps. That was my college.
I think you go to the union, don't you? And then they kind of direct you towards somewhere to get started. And then at a certain point, you can join the union.
Yeah. So when I moved to the Tri-Cities, I had applied at a fence company, and I did applied for a maintenance for this housing complex.
Uh-huh.
You know the one right there behind off of 10th and right behind Burger King. It's right, if you go down 10th, you're going towards the fairgrounds.
Okay. Yeah,
There's those houses off to the right.
Yep.
So I applied there.
Okay.
So I actually got that job and the fence company job at that time.
Nice. So you did both?
So I did both. No, I took the fence company. It was just more money at that time.
Yeah, sure.
But then when I went to school, I was like, you know what? Because I was getting ready to get a different job. I got fired from the fence company. I was getting ready to get a different job. I got fired. Let's be honest.
I was preparing by getting myself fired. Yeah. I needed to switch up.
So I got fired for some stupid stuff, but I did the labor's union.
Uh-huh.
So I actually went in, applied, and you have to take a test, and then they'll pick you to come in for interviews. And that was actually pretty cool because I actually got that. But they were gonna send me off to fucking somewhere in Washington to work for a week or two to train.
Okay.
But I had just signed up for school at the charter college.
Yeah, right.
And you're not allowed to really miss school there. And I was like, well, that's out the window.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Huh. So, but it would have been cool because you could make some $40-$50 an hour just being a labor union.
Oh yeah.
And they were part of the test is you need to dig this ditch. I'm like, fuck, I dig already. That's what I was doing, digging holes. I can do that.
Not appropriate, but it would have been funny if you were like, how do you think I got here?
Yeah. I mean, I dug under that fence. Made my way into this country.
Yeah. No, I mean, go to school long enough to get an experience, see if you like something. If you like an academic program, there's an area you want to go into. Sweet. But I don't know. There's trades when we were coming up were looked down on. I don't think there's so much looked down on anymore.
No, it's people need them.
It's such a you get this skill that you can do at your own house, right? And then you make friends that do other things that they can help you at your own house, and you can help them, right? And then you can easily start your own business. You get good enough, and
you like a contractor.
You work for yourself. You go, you do a good job, right?
Yeah.
It's something to look at, something to think about. But
yeah.
What do you like? What do you think you might want to do when you grow up?
Yeah, because you're
pretty grown.
You got one more year.
You got one more year,
and you in that workforce.
Yeah. Then you're on the rolls as a worker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you're interested in aside from just making money and stuff? Is there something you've always been like, that'd be kind of cool to dabble?
During my high school years, just going through it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to make it to college and stuff. Try to get scholarships for colleges.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been your focus, is just getting to a college?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're thinking Eastern is maybe a good spot? Have you been to Eastern yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
We might need to take them over to Eastern, show them around.
I got a college credit from them already.
Nice.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, I was only there for when I was in drama, and we did it was like a statewide drama thing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
They sent us, they sent us to Eastern.
Yeah.
And so we'd go to different little halls to do our play.
Yeah.
It was me and this other guy did a 2-person play, and then there was just other people within our drama department that did other little plays or little monologues or something like that. And it was cool. Eastern was a cool looking campus.
It's a very nice campus. I enjoyed my time there immensely. I met a lot of great people there. you know, it's like from where we live, it's far enough away. You're not getting hit up by mom and dad all the time, but like,
And then Spokane's is like,
you know, but if you need to get home, it's like 2 hours, boom, you know.
well, yeah. And if you want to go
Spokane's right there.
downtown Spokane, it's so popping at night.
I love Spokane. I really
cool.
do. I gotta say, if I lived anywhere but here, it'd probably be Spokane.
Spokane's cool. It's like a big enough city where it's like,
Yeah.
you get kind of that big
You
city
get that
vibe.
feel, but it's not huge. It's still like a town, you know.
Yeah.
And you're also not that far away from.
You get a dose of that homelessness over there.
Yeah, you get you get to
You get quite the Portland,
you
Seattle
get to see some
vibes.
free rangers walking around.
Free range humans.
You're also really close to WSU,
Yeah.
Pullman, which
Gonzaga.
we would leave Cheney for the weekend to go to Pullman to get the real party.
How far is Cheney from Pullman?
Oh God, it's like an hour maybe. It's not far.
Or you can just go to Gonzaga, which is even closer.
It's cool.
You know-
good school.
For the longest time, I never realized that Gonzaga was actually in Spokane.
Oh, it's right downtown there. Yeah, you take that
yeah.
division exit, it's like right there.
yeah. No, I drive past it all the time now
Oh, yeah.
when I go down there for work.
Yeah. No, it's a good school. It's a nice school.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If you do find that one job or that one thing you want to do, don't be afraid to like go for it.
Yeah. It's-
It'll be hard. But
the older
it's like-
you get, the more you realize when you're young, put the work in, because you don't want to put the work in when you're 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do it when you're young.
you know,
Most young people, they're like, it's boring. And it's like,
me.
yeah, it kind of sucks. I get it. Like,
I just want to make money.
yeah, I could just sleep all day. And it's like, that's great. But when you're 50, you're going to want to sleep forever.
You're gonna want to sleep all day,
You know, and like
you can't because you gotta work.
You're old, and now you should be sleeping. Yeah, work when you're young, sleep when you're old. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah, and get yourself invested in a Roth IRA as early as you can. You start putting money away the second you get a job. I was so stupid. I made money in college. I had a teacher say that, and I'm like, I'm doing that. And then I got my first job in college, and I spent my money on DVDs.
DVDs and CDs.
Do you know what DVDs are worth today?
Jack shit.
They're basically frisbees. They're pretty much just,
They're just the
frisbee.
skeet shooting.
Yeah, you know that you can put in. Sure, you can put it in a tray and you can watch it. I still watch some of my old DVDs, but I could have put that in a Roth IRA. You know how much money I'd have today? $1 million.
Yeah.
Easy.
I wish I would have done that shit.
It's like I'm gonna start now. It's never too late.
I need to start
But
now.
if you start when you're young, and I'm like, I know I sound like I'm kidding, but I'm not. If you start now and you get like a decent job and you start putting that money into it, you know how a Roth IRA works? They have a daily compounding interest.
So it's always going up.
There's a daily rate that you're making on that money. So for your initial investment, by the time you're ready to retire, if you've put solid money into that, if you've maxed out that $7,000 a year, you could easily retire with $5 million. How would that be?
That would be great.
It
That'd
sounds
be
awesome.
amazing. And all it takes is going like, hey, I'm a single guy. I got this dope ass job.
I don't got no kids.
I can buy this super sweet sports car.
Yeah, don't get invested in chicks and kids.
Yeah,
at an
no,
early
chicks
age.
and kids are very expensive.
No, they
Start
are.
forking
It's awesome.
that money away,
Awesome.
and that Roth IRA is only in your name. So like, it's yours. And then when you get married,
Shit.
you do a
Where do I sign up?
prenup. Your local bank. You just go down to Hapo, Gisa, any of those
Whoa,
guys.
nope. Can't. My wife will
Oh,
divorce me.
you go
Try
to
Q,
your
buddy.
wife's. You go. Where's your wife work?
Try Q.
TriQ. You go to TriQ. They got those options.
You know, her works, they're pretty cool people because it's like
Yeah.
a local bank that's been around for, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
But her boss is pretty cool. Her boss is like, I feel like her boss actually should be doing something else besides banking because her boss is really into.
She's not very good at banking.
Well, no, she loves animals, right?
Yeah.
Like she would be perfect for like the adopting pets
right.
and stuff. So, because yesterday when me and Alicia were going to get ready to go to Winco, like her boss called her like, hey, I'm over here. There's this dog running around. Like I'm trying to get it because I don't want it to get hit. And this dog was originally, she knows this dog because she's seen it around where she lived in Pasco.
Oh.
Right. and this dog was here in Kennewick, where that cemetery is, just right by the house.
Yeah.
Off of 10th.
Man, that's a traveling dog.
Well, they think someone stole the dog probably, or someone took it and just let it. All right, here, you don't be free. I don't want you no more.
Be free.
Be free.
All dogs want is to be left alone in nature. Dogs
Nature, a
hate-
cemetery,
Dogs
and
hate it. There's lots of trees and grass for him to run in.
there's like lots of things you can pee on.
What an idiot. I'm going to release him on a farm. Well, that's close enough.
It's close. There's acreage. But so she was trying to like, get the dog and coax it and to, come on. And so she asked Alicia like, hey, like, I don't know if maybe this dog just doesn't know English because it's from Pasco.
My guess is it doesn't.
And so, Alicia was like, well, we're on our way to Winco. So yeah, we'll swing by. So we swung by and walked to try to get the dog too, but no luck. And then Alicia actually tried again later, but
Yo
her
quiero
boss-
Taco Bell. Yo quiero.
puppy. Come here.
Is it a Chihuahua? Definitely doesn't speak English.
You know what he looked like? He looks like, it reminded me of Coco.
Oh, really?
She was about that big.
A little,
Little mixed
a little
breed.
like terrier.
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Something. It was something. It was furry.
Chupacabra.
They're like, what do you think his name? I go, if it's a Mexican dog, the name's probably like Chica or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Puto.
Did you have a dog named Chica?
No.
You almost had to think about that.
Do you have a dog named Puto?
Puto.
Mas Puto.
Puta. Get over here. I want to name a dog Puta.
Yeah. Puta.
That's why I'm going to name Rex. He's going to be Puto. Hey, Puto. You're like, this guy jumped into their car.
That,
Oh, yeah.
My dog.
It was a feat. I was shocked, frankly.
He had to jump in there with something.
He jumped through the window like it was an easy little, like, those dogs at a dog show with the hoop?
Yeah.
He jumped through like that, and then he's on my lap, very excited, and then got in our back seat. Like, yep, this is what was always meant to be. Let's go.
He goes, I feel like you guys just left me here temporarily.
I know you made a mistake. You want me back.
Yeah, that's Rex.
We love you, buddy, but this is your home.
No, please tell me they hate us. No, but
Yeah, man.
But I don't know.
The future. Your future's going to come so fast. Like, you're going to look back. I've been out of school 20 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think back 20 years ago from now. And like those 2 decades flew. Absolutely flew. I feel like I'm your age. And then I wake up and I try to move and I'm not your age. But
well, it's crazy because so in high school, I played football in high school my first couple years, and I remember like the coaches, and then I want to say some of the like senior players. They'd be like, "This 4 years, man, you guys gotta enjoy it. It goes by fast," and we're like, "Man, whatever," like. Whatever. We're full of shit.
Yeah.
And so then I like left to go to the bathroom and I came out and 4 years passed.
Yeah.
It's like that. It happened that quick.
Well, you're at the end of your high school career. Does it feel like it was slow?
No, it feels like it was fast.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the older you get, the faster it goes.
That's how it feels. Yeah.
You know those towns you drive through and you blink and they're gone?
Yeah.
That's a year.
You know that hairline?
Coming out.
You blink, that shit's gonna be gone, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah. Say bye-bye to that nice straight cut.
I used to have my hairline used to be a little further down. Now I'm looking more like Magneto wearing a helmet.
Yeah. My hairline used to touch my eyebrows. Not anymore. No, it didn't.
Mine, were grown into my eyebrows.
Actually,
how I got the big
I've
thickness.
always had this weird hairline, but I got a white patch right here, so it looks like I got a little bald spot.
I was like, a white patch, bro? All your hair's gray. You got lots of white patches.
I do, but I have a very white patch right here.
I
My
actually-
dad was completely white by my age. My dad, his hair turned white at like 25, like solid white, like Snow White.
Blanca's cousin, Danny, he was that way at a young age. Like when I met them, 20 years ago,
Yeah.
he was already gray haired.
Well,
So he was like my age.
stress,
20s.
man. Stress will do it.
Yeah, it will, dude.
I
It'll
can
do
tell
this.
you, the day I got married, lots of gray.
Lots of gray, and I gained 45 pounds.
Wait, yeah,
Marriage will do that.
that's great.
No, I don't know. You just got to find that one thing you want to try, and don't be afraid to try it. Cause
Yeah. And do it now. Like, and don't be afraid to get into something that you know, maybe like you don't like. And you're like, I want to switch it up. You can switch it up.
Yeah.
Enjoy your life. Get out there in nature. Go do some like hikes and stuff. Go kayaking across the ocean.
Yeah,
you know? Don't be scared of anything.
I was gonna say don't worry about like even chicks, really. You know, a lot of guys go after like, I want a girl.
Right.
But like, nah, man.
Nah.
Nothing against it. It's awesome to have a family and all that. But when you're young,
give yourself time.
Yeah,
Get out there in the world, explore some things. Because when you settle down with somebody, unless she wants to do the same exact type of stuff, you're gonna have to compromise. The minute you get it, and that's a good thing. Compromise is a great thing in a relationship. But
that'll happen.
You know, but there's a time and a place for it. When you're 20 years old, if you compromise too early, you're gonna end up probably screwing things up later. So wait till you're ready.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to go on a long hike. And there's this chick, and she's like, I want to go on a long hike too. You're like, okay, let's do it together. And then at the end of the hike, you're like, well, that was fun. Bye. And then you
leave her there,
and you just leave her out in the woods.
She can walk home.
And then she starts following you, and you're like, get out of here,
scram, put that scram tonight.
hey. Get out of here.
Go back home.
No, don't do that.
I'm done with you.
Don't do that. Be a gentleman.
Pee on her leg and be gone. I own you now. I'm just kidding.
I mean, like, I don't think either of us got into the outdoor stuff until we were older.
Yeah, dude.
And then now we still don't do it.
Well, no, I didn't really get into the outdoors until really when I met you.
Yeah, right.
I think just after me and Blanca had split, like I went camping with some people, and then I think I did like the river float for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s, and I was just like, dude, why didn't I do this earlier? This was fucking fun.
Right.
Like, we just hung out. We all went up. I only knew the girl that I went with. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anybody else. And so already I'm out of my comfort zone because I'm like, I don't know anybody. I just know this girl because I met her when I was at Charter.
Yeah.
She invited me to come.
She followed him around.
Yeah. She invited me to come out. So I was like, all right, fuck it. And so we went, and I showed up, and yeah, I think it was the next day we all floated the river. It was like me, her, and then there was probably about 10 to 15 other people that were in that little group. And I was like, dude, this is cool. It was the first time I was out on a raft out on the river.
Yeah.
Didn't know how to fucking paddle. I'm like trying to paddle.
Going in a circle.
She's the one having to tell me, like, no, you want to do this. I'm like, oh, okay.
You're spinning.
There's this tree sticking out of the river, right? And we're trying to avoid it, but the river's kind of pushing you that way. And
you went right into it.
Oh, dude, right over it. Like, I got so much wood up in that culo. I thought I was going to rip that boat.
I'll bet.
But it didn't. But it was like...
Was it like a rubber raft?
Yeah, the blow-up ones.
That's cool.
Inflatables.
I've never been in that kind of a raft.
Yeah. It was just, a little cheesy little Walmart
Inatex
30. Yeah. Latex. Trojan brand.
It was a condom. You're riding on a big condom. That's good.
But like when I did that though, it just made me realize, like, dude, there's so much I have never done. I wish I would have done this. Because it was honestly one of the coolest things I had done at that time in my life. When I did that, I was like, this was sick.
Yeah, because there is a period of time, like you're saying, like with where you feel like if you're in a relationship or something, like if you're not in a relationship, I at least felt like a lot of like, there's something wrong with me that I don't have that right now. Mm-hmm. And I didn't enjoy that period of my life like I should have. And I have some memories from that time. Like I did do some camping trips and like some fun things, but I didn't just give in to the moment and use it, Mm-hmm. And I think you got to use those moments. Life gives you moments. You got to look for that lemonade inside of those lemons,
Yeah, it does. I think that's the part that a lot of people, it's like when you get those moments, you're like, you hesitate to take them or whatever.
Right.
And then,
fear holds you back,
Yeah, fear's a bitch, for sure.
Fear's a rough one.
Because it's not just always like, I'm afraid of something. It's just, you're afraid maybe to be out of your comfort zone.
Hesitation. Like, there's a bunch of people I don't know. I don't really like being around a bunch of new people. Well,
I hate, I have those feelings.
I'll sit inside. My little world will get so tiny. Nope, got to get out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in customer service. Like, I have to be, like, I do IT, but a lot of, like, JJ was like, hey, I want to do like a bring your dad to work or bring your dad to work.
Bring your kids to work.
Bring your kids to work.
What work is
JJ's like, let's go, Dad. I'm bringing you to work. But like,
you have to wear a tie where I work.
but he wants to like do that because he has no idea what I do.
Sure.
Obviously, at least he's like, well, he takes you to work every day because you work here.
Yeah, true.
But like, I'll go to the clinics and like walk around and do stuff.
Yeah.
But like a lot of times I'm dealing with people like, oh, this ain't broke, or like,
Yeah.
your tech was rude to me, called me dumb or something. Like no one's ever done that. Well, you sound real stupid.
Well, you're telling me that someone called you dumb, so it sounds pretty dumb.
Yeah. And you let them?
Yeah.
Idiot. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Elliot knows exactly what I do.
But
That's
like,
one thing about being a teacher is, he's like, I get it. Not cool.
But like, I'm always in there's like moments where I have to go to the clinic, like say I'm covering for one of my techs because they're out.
Yeah.
And I'll have to go to the clinic to help cover tickets, do something. And it's always an unnerving feeling because I'm like, fuck, they don't know who I am. Mm-hmm. And then I have to be like, hi. And then I show my ID. I'm Jesse. I'm with
Jesse
IS.
Barber, can see right here.
I'm with IS. And they'll be like, they'll look at me. Can you sign in? I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Sure. I have to sign in even though I work there.
Right.
It's like, I don't trust this fool.
Oh, your digital pen's down. Sorry.
But like, it's just such an uncomfortable moment though when I have to like go up and talk to someone and like, and in those moments I'm like, there's been times where I'll sit in the office and I'm like, fuck, they didn't even answer the email. They didn't answer the IM, but I got to go get this taken care of. And I'm like, fuck it. Like I literally will have that thought in my head, like, fuck it. Let's just go. Fuck it. Just go over there. And then I'll, once I do that and I like go, hey, where's Maria or where's fucking Jose or someone, like they'll tell me and I'm like, okay. And I'll talk to them. And then in that moment it's gone because it's not as weird as I thought in my head.
Yeah, right.
Because obviously your head's going to make things 300 times worse.
I'm sure there are some dick doctors though.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, at least for me with customer service, it's just how you talk to people.
Absolutely.
Really. Like a lot of times, something I tell my team is like, these guys we're going to get a lot of shit in because right away they're already upset because shit ain't working. So you're able to like, oh, I understand. Oh yeah, I know. I get it. So I usually
fix that.
Yeah. I usually will joke with them if I can tell that they're kind of like pissy or something. All right. I don't know. I can vibe off someone. I can tell if you can joke with them. A lot of times you got to really feel like if you feel like you can joke with someone, you can joke with them.
Yeah.
But if you have that just slight
that hesitation,
I don't know if I can joke with this person.
Yeah.
Probably not a good time. Like I had a tech do that, did something inappropriate, and that came back like the director, hey Jesse, so and so. I'm like, yeah. Well, he did this. It was inappropriate. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. I'll talk to him. Like, man, you can't do that shit. You can't draw dicks on fucking signature pads. It's just not okay.
Did you see the cross necklace? Did you see it?
I don't know if he drew a dick and then made a joke like, that's how big I am or something.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it was something inappropriate. That's what it sounds.
Not only inappropriate, but also awkward.
But that's like,
wow.
Some people have that sense of when can you
line.
joke and when he didn't, he doesn't. Some people don't have that. They just don't have
Every
that
time's
filter.
a good time for a joke.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to sit on this?
Work?
Yeah. But I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, if you talk to people in a certain way or when they're pissed off, that's usually the best time.
People often just want to be understood, know?
Like I'll joke around even like, oh no, yeah, or I'll sometimes there's white lies that are okay, right?
Sure.
Lying's not okay, but sometimes in like service industry, a little white lie's gonna be okay. Oh, you know what? I had that happen to me all the time.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I want to just throw that computer out, right? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, let's go fucking shoot it. Yeah. Yeah, let's go shoot up the whole place, right?
All right.
Like, whoa.
Let's do me a favor right quick, though. Can you turn it off and turn it back on? Is it fixed? Yep. There you go.
Right. Well, there was one time something wasn't working. So I was like, sure enough, it was one of those uncomfortable moments. I have to go. I'm in this clinic. I don't know anyone. So I'm like, hey, where's so-and-so? Oh, over here in this pod. I'm like, all right. I'm looking for, I'm going to use the name Maria. Maria.
Or Jose.
Or Jose. I have a tech name, Jose, actually. And then I was like, your printer, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, that's right here. I'm like, okay. And then I see it's unplugged.
Oh.
Because they tell me all the time, tried everything. I did it all. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And I looked down. I'm like, I think I can get this fixed pretty quickly. And I reached down and I went, she's like, what'd you do? I was like, it was unplugged. She's like, what? I feel so stupid. But, even in those situations,
They got a job
it's
to
normal.
do. They got a job to do. They're trying to like think through while they got people coming in. It's hard stuff.
That'd be me like trying to draw blood and then I can't figure something out.
Right.
Oh, you need to fucking put the needle in the arm.
Oh, there's no needle in the syringe.
I was literally drawing blood on a piece of paper.
Yeah, when you said draw blood, I mean, could you be a little more, specific?
Do you have red crayons or something?
Yeah. Can you imagine? I need you to go draw blood. Do you have a red crayon? What do you need that for?
You come back here, you go. What's this? Well, I drew blood.
I drew blood. It's the patient was really happy, didn't complain at all.
What is it? Cheeky's history stuff.
A paper with coffee on it. It looks like.
Yeah. Blood? No, it's blood. I drew blood.
Yeah, man. It's life. Life is about hearing people. If you remember that everybody wants to be understood.
That's
right?
pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. People want to be loved. They want to be accepted. They want to be understood. And if you understand that, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
If you want to be a real dick about it, then
that's going to happen.
You're going to cause some chaos.
People are going to be dicks. That's the thing, though. People are going to be dicks to you.
No matter what.
You got to just know that's going to happen.
Yeah. Some people just don't want to be happy.
That's true.
And that's a sad thing, too, because they don't feel loved, valued, understood, right?
Yeah.
In themselves. And so they project that because then they can control the narrative. Someone's going to be mean to me. They're not going to like me. So I'm going to do something that I have control over why they don't like me.
Yeah.
So just remember, everyone's just a crying little baby.
They really are.
Every adult that throws a fit is just a crying little baby. Myself included. When I go ape shit over something that's not working right, I'm a crying little baby.
Oh, dude, I throw tantrums all the time.
It's just like a 2-year-old. Then you go in, you lay down for a few minutes, wake up, get a sippy cup, everything's better.
Yeah, so I seen this video. There was this little girl. She's like crying and she just doesn't know why she's unhappy. And I don't know if it's the babysitter or if he's like maybe a stepdad or her dad. I don't know yet, but he's like, hey, what would make you happy? Like, I don't know. And she's like, maybe like a peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jelly. And I'm like, dude, I feel that.
Yeah.
And all she like cut to, she eating her sandwich, listening to some like Bluey or whatever the fucking musical, I don't know what it is, but she's just sitting there and she's just a beam of light now.
Everything's great.
He's like, how you feeling? She's like, I'm good, thank you. All it was a sandwich.
Yeah. Is that like one of those
But that's
Dodo commercials? Like,
No, this was like a legit video.
well, those Dodo things, aren't they like happy?
Dodo birds.
Like, I don't know. They're like the dodo they always show, and it's like a little puppy that's all happy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the dodo.
Yeah. Doop, doop, doop. A little doofus little ass. Stupid looking dog.
It's a dumbass dog. Yeah, man. No, I've been feeling really good. I've been working on my garage, getting it all cleaned up.
Oh, nice.
I was doing that project all fall, and then all winter, my garage just sat like shit. And so I'm finally I'm organizing things. I threw away a bunch of stuff. Like I had all these like little pieces of wood that I'm like, maybe I could use this. Maybe my garage is full of just like maybe someday. Then I watched Hoarders. You want to go through and get rid of some shit? Watch a season of Hoarders. You will start throwing things away like crazy.
I need to do that at my own house.
Yeah, man. I was
we got like room. You see, like we got areas in our house that have like clutter.
Sure.
A lot, like not hoarder status, but it's in my mind it's like that level almost. But Like my garage is the same way though. My garage is
but it's so easy to get that way. Like you're doing projects, and so you're just laying stuff around, like debris falls on the floor, and then after a while, it's just like shut the door, ignore it.
Well, mine is stuff blows underneath, even if my doors are
right.
shut, because it's like my
Mine
garage
too. Mine too.
I can't park a car in my garage
Oh,
just because.
other advice: no matter what house you buy, shit will always blow into the garage. It will always be in the worst possible spot where everything blows into your garage. Just know that. By the way.
Yeah, that's my garage.
Yep. Mine too.
But I don't know. I need to clean that bitch out too.
It feels so good though. I'm gonna pop the
Coochie.
I'm
No, just kidding.
the vent, right, for the dryer. I've never opened it up and vacuumed it out. I'm doing that.
Use a blower.
My blower, I got to get fixed. I ordered the part. I ordered a new carburetor. I got to put that on when,
that's cool.
when it gets in.
Cause I've seen that like someone used a blower to blow it out, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. I've
probably a
cleaned
good
mine out,
idea.
and it's
I'm going to take my my little shop vac and just stick it in that hole and suck out everything I can.
it's dirty.
And it's like it's really close to the exterior wall anyway, so I don't think it's going to be too hard.
Our last washer and dryer, like I took the back of the dryer out.
It was awful, huh?
Oh my god, dude! I found
A dog in there.
a couple mice, fucking dog. I found my cat that I've been looking for.
Mice for real?
No, and I didn't find any like animals.
Ooh.
I found like a pen, a fucking bunch of change that had fallen through there.
Weird.
Dude, yeah. I think I found all the socks ever
That were ever lost.
But like when I took that back out, the whole metal piece, there was. Dude, I was surprised at how much like lint was in there. That was our older set. Like the newer set, I don't think it's as crazy. I don't know yet.
I don't know. We have so much lint because we have so many dogs, you know?
Oh,
Like every time, it used to be like every 5 washes or, dry cycles, maybe I had to clean out the lint trap. I swear to God, every time now. Every time. This is the most interesting podcast we've ever done. We're talking about dryers and lint traps.
I'm telling you, the GE 3000, the best dryer on earth.
Welcome back to the Dry Network.
Yeah, we're talking about dryers and shit.
I don't know. No, but it's, if you want to get your life under control, step 1, all the little shit, we've said this before, I think, all the little stuff that's on your mind that's bothering you, start taking care of them. Just do like if you've got like, like, I don't know, anything like there's a weed that I walk by every day and it's driving me nuts, but I never pull it. Go out and pull that weed.
It's just going to get bigger.
Yeah, right. And it's on your mind. It's like a weight on your brain.
But then it's harder to pull.
So then you go and you just pull the weed, and then you pull it and you're like, wow, that felt good. And then you see the next thing, like, I want to suck the lint out of my dryer.
Whoa.
And so you go and you suck that thing. And then you feel better.
Hot tooey.
Yeah.
Spit on
Suck
that
it
thing.
real
Give it
good.
that hot
And then you go and
Yeah.
you do the next thing, And I feel like I'm making use of my summer. Feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I don't know if I am. I haven't really cleaned anything crazy.
Well, I don't work during this time, so it's like I have a lot of time to use, and I just feel good that I'm using it for the right things.
Well, you talking about cleaning your dryer. You're cleaning your garage. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that because
You
I have my old washer and dryer that I need to take out so I can sell that shit.
By the way, that video you sent me of the guy trying to clean his garage, that was pretty funny. We should have put that up and had that ready to go. This guy's cleaning his garage, and like I think it's the song from the Titanic is playing or something,
yeah.
and he steps on a golf ball. And
yeah.
his clubs throw into the back of the car, and then he falls into the car, and then he's like fall driving to the golf course.
Yeah. That's gonna be me later. I'm supposed to do what?
I have been cleaning my garage though for like 2 weeks.
I can imagine.
But I mean, it's like, but it's so hot. So like, I'll do it for a little bit, get tired, and like stop for a while. And
Like my garage was clean. We're so boring. What the fuck?
I
are we
know,
talking
I don't know. Sorry,
It was so cool.
you guys. You may not want to listen to this one.
But my dad's actually coming into town.
Let's talk about your dad coming to town.
So that's gonna be cool. He's gonna be here in about 6 to 7 hours. It sounds like. I guess
Yeah.
Highway 395 is closed because of a fire.
of course,
You know what was crazy? On our way back from Utah, we were driving. I don't know if it's 395. It might have been. But remember that fire we seen?
Oh yeah.
It was like a
Bad.
huge fire. Yeah, and we're talking like we're driving, and it's from here. It's probably we'll say, 1,500 feet or something. It's not very.
Yeah.
It's far enough where you can see the flames.
Yeah.
But it's far enough too where
you're
not,
safe.
You're
but
safe.
It feels like maybe you won't be safe.
Yeah, it was crazy, huh? It was pretty big. We're talking. It probably burned already. I don't know, 100 acres.
Well, have you seen those videos from like when Australia was on fire, or like Hawaii,
Not the koalas.
or even California, when people are like driving and they get caught, and then they have to drive through? There's like a firefighter. I think they had they're videoing, and it's so ominous. I mean, it's just like glowy red everywhere, smoke everywhere, and they're just like, well, we got to go through it. We got to get out of here.
You ever see that movie Only the Brave?
No.
So this is based on a true story. They're smoke jumpers, so they jump into that shit, right?
So nuts.
Into like wildfires and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And these guys are fighting a fire in like Arizona, somewhere like deserty, I think. Mm-hmm. But they get into a situation where they can't get out, so they have to use these fire blankets that they cover themselves in. And it was so hot that the fire, they had to let the fire pass through them.
Yeah.
But it ended up
killing them
all.
Yeah.
We're talking like 20 people, I think it was crazy. Something crazy because it was just so
They
intense.
have those blankets. Yeah, you hunker down, wrap yourself in this blanket, and then toast. Like
a little potato in a fucking piece of foil.
Yeah.
That's what you look like.
It's like the old
bake him.
duck and cover idea, right? Like a nuclear holocaust.
Wait. You want me to do what? Can I just run the other way?
No, you gotta lay down and put a blanket over you.
Yeah. That'd be scary.
Any blanket will do.
Well,
it'll be fine.
Like, I think when we were driving to Utah or something, and I don't know where we were driving. I felt like I drove so much around that time.
Yeah.
But there was an airplane, the ones that scoop the water out the fucking lakes and shit. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Can you imagine being a swimmer?
Oh, God.
You're just swimming and all of a sudden you get scooped up.
No.
What do you do?
Die.
You're fucked.
Of terror, yeah.
Why am I going?
Do you want to drown
I put out the fire. I want that at my fucking funeral.
Right.
Jesse, he helped put out the wildfire.
Number one firefighter.
He used himself as a blanket to cover this fire.
He swam in the path.
He tried to smother it.
So you get hit by an airplane, tumble into a water catcher. If you survive that, you're up high in the air. You get dropped, which is terrifying, and then you burn to death.
I want to say someone's gotten scooped up though once.
That's awful.
Like, I mean, I don't know how true that is, but like,
oops.
And they landed in a tree, probably impaled. Can you imagine?
No. Ouch.
That'd be sad.
I'd be sad.
I'd be so sad.
What are the odds?
Is that an epic way to die, though?
Why are you swimming by a forest fire? That's what I want to know. Why are you on the lake with a forest
you know how
burning?
like sometimes they go out of the.
They go pretty far away.
Yeah, they go further out from the fire, and then they'll get water out. I want to say that's happened, but who am I? I can Google that, but I don't want to. I want to believe that this happened before.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's got to have happened once.
Yeah, everything has happened.
You're like, yeah. I remember I got sucked up in a rainstorm once.
What?
Got sucked up into the clouds in the rainstorm.
Sucked you up? I remember one time I evaporated. It was crazy.
No, I'm pretty excited though that my dad will be here. I haven't seen him in a minute.
That is exciting. And
I didn't get a chance to see him when we went down to Vegas. Just we had all the kids.
Your dad's a good man. He listens to the podcast.
He does. Shout out, Dad.
He sent us some coffee. Thank you again for that coffee. It was very good.
I know. I want to get some more of that shit.
Yeah, that was
some more of that. Yummy.
Yeah, he's a good man. Good man, Mr. Chuck.
The other day I was watching the movie Descent. I don't know if you've seen that.
I think I watched it a long time ago.
It's good, man.
Yeah, they descend into a cave and there's like creatures down there.
It's like these people that must have been human at one time, but have lived in this cave so long that they like adapted to the darkness, and they're like creepy looking.
They're like Gollum,
bro. They look like cats, kind of. They got like a cat head looking. Like that's how I can only describe it. Like, the hairless cats.
Yeah,
that's kind of the look they had to me. But it was pretty good. But then I was like thinking about it. I was like, that's what you guys kind of get though. Like you're descending down this fucking cave. You ever listen to Mr. Ballin? Everything bad happens when they
go into a cave.
Never.
Nothing good happens in the dark.
If I've learned anything, I'm never scuba diving into a cave
Okay, you're
underwater.
asking for trouble if you scuba dive into a cave.
Like,
You know what I mean? My dream has always been to drown. So I'm going to scuba dive into a cave. I'm going to take a canister that only has so much air in it, and I'm going to go into a rock hole.
Well, and then listening to it, like there's ways where the deeper you go, you need your levels different.
Yeah, right. The
Or you
pressure.
start feeling like you're drunk.
Yeah.
And then you can get turned around. And they're like, oh, let's go down here. And it's pitch black.
Yeah. Ooh, this is fun.
Yeah.
No,
How
seriously. And yeah, man, I watched Bill Nye, the Science Guy, and he explained why you can't just suck air through a tube. The pressure on your lungs.
I was going to say, would it fucking collapse those bitches?
I mean, I'm sure the tube would collapse at some point, but like even like at the bottom of a regular pool,
Oh, dude.
you can't. The pressure on your lungs is more than the pressure of the air, so you can't expand your lungs.
Oh, because it's already maxed out.
Yeah. So like even at like 8 feet underwater, you couldn't breathe through a tube.
Well, that's great because like your pool, when I go to the bottom of that,
You can't breathe.
I can't breathe. It's crazy. No, but you can feel.
Yeah, you
like my
can.
ears will pop. Or
So I take
something. It's great.
those beer bottles that you can twist the top on. You take that to the bottom of the pool and you release it, and you will hear it clink all the way up because of the differential pressure.
shatters. In
It's
a minute.
crazy.
What are you gonna do? You take that beer bottle and it shatters.
I
Oh,
freaking
fuck.
tighten
Can't swim,
that
kids.
thing, you know? Yeah. We're gonna
There's a
free
lot of-
base down to the bottom of the pool.
There's a lot of glass down
Those
there.
heroes tried. That whole Titan thing pisses me off. How much money and resources have been wasted trying to save people that shouldn't have been down there in the first place? The guy invented a capsule that was a
remember
piece of
that?
shit in the first place, and we're still pulling up debris. Who cares?
Are they still down there? No,
Yes.
not the people, but
Somewhere.
like, are they still down there, like trying to pull debris
Well,
up?
I mean, as of
been like
recently,
15 years.
there's pieces that they're bringing up, and like, why? Who cares? They didn't build it well, and it imploded. What more do you need to know? We don't need to have a scientific study on what happened. We know what happened. An asshole took a can to the bottom of the ocean.
And it crushed.
If I got in a soda can, like a big one,
Yeah.
and went down to the bottom of the ocean, would you really need to investigate the soda can to figure out what happened?
What happened to this thing? I think someone crushed it, like
Yeah.
pressure or something.
Yeah, my guess is a lot of water pushed it down together. It's crazy, man. That story is still so wild.
I didn't know they were still fucking even trying to, as soon as I knew those people were dead, I was just like, that sucks. Like,
Sounds
I knew
about
that-
right.
Sounds,
Yeah,
I'm not shocked there.
right. Like, oh, people going to the bottom of the ocean. It's an unregulated market. Yeah, they're gonna die. Big surprise.
But that's how, like that Descent movie, though. Like they're fighting these creatures off, which I love those kind of movies. But sometimes they're unrealistic because those creatures would destroy.
Yeah,
anyone
they
else.
can see in the dark and you can't.
But these girls,
they afraid
these
of
girls are all badass too.
Of course.
One of the girls is like just gets super badass.
If there's one thing I've learned from the modern world, there's nothing women in TV can't do.
Bullshit.
Nothing. Nothing they can't
Well, I was gonna
do.
say they can't get penises, but they can do that now too.
They can do anything they want.
But did you see that a man won like a beauty pageant
Sure.
for Maryland? He was like one there's like a Miss America style.
How good
pageant.
looking was this guy?
I'm pretty good looking. I didn't know it was a chick. I mean, I knew it was a chick, but I didn't know it was a chick. I knew it was a man. And he was good looking. No, no, but like, yeah, it's some guy.
Now I'm confused. It was actually a man.
Yeah, transgender.
Oh.
So, but like
Born woman, but
born man, born man became a woman and won the
but
beauty.
looked like a woman.
Yeah, won a beauty pageant.
Wow. Some of those guys
like,
aren't
some
bad
of the thing-
looking.
So some of the like things
Hey,
I
you
see.
what?
So some of the stuff I see is like, damn, men just you guys want these equal opportunities, but men doing it. We're
Doing
fucking
it
winning
too.
beauty contests and
Triathlons.
fucking volleyball, fucking swim,
Yeah,
swim
man.
mates.
It's crazy. Yeah,
don't know.
shattering those glass ceilings everywhere. What's up with you? What's happening? I feel like we're talking all the time. What do you want to
so
say?
quiet.
What do you want to tell the world?
Yeah. How you been, Eli?
Good. Trying to get through school.
Yeah.
Kind of like plan a good future for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Roth IRA, man. That's
That's
all you need to know.
You excited for football?
Oh,
This your first year, right? Playing?
Yeah.
Like
First and
he's
last
pretty
year.
athletic. He like plays a lot of sports, but I don't
You've
think
been
you've
talking
ever
about football for a long time.
you've never
so.
actually played like organized though. I feel like you and I were similar in that sense because I was athletic as a kid. I always played like basketball. I'd always play sports, but I never, did anything organized. I would just pick up.
Just play it.
Yeah. Not until high school is when I like got into football.
Sure.
Did track.
But it's more structured at that age. Like there's a path to it, I think.
Yeah, like for basketball, I always played basketball ever since I could remember. I'd play pickup. Yeah, I think when I was probably maybe JJ Elliott's age, maybe a little younger, I did boys and girls club basketball for once that I could remember. Other than that, I never played anything organized. And then I played a league basketball probably 10, 15 years ago. And Jesus Christ, man, some of these people, they're just, come on, ISO, calling out plays. I'm like, bro, this is rec league. What are you doing?
Yeah. Why do you care so much?
Come on. Defense. Like, they're fucking getting all into it.
See, and I suck. I don't know how to do
I didn't know any plays. So. We need a 3-2 zone. Come on, man. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's how I would be. I'd go to the wrong hoop. No one's guarding me. Yeah, I'm doing it. You just scored the wrong way, man. I'd be so fucking dumb.
Dunk on your own teammate.
I am a horrible sports, like team sports. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't even really watch sports. I've started to watch football.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy watching football, but like I've never played sports. So like golf, bowling, that's my speed.
How did you like golf? We took him golfing when we were in Utah. Bucket and I. It was your first time, huh?
Yeah, like actually on a golf course.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
It's different than putt.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you go again? Yeah, he's been wanting to. He's been itching to go. Maybe we'll have to hit up the range.
Nice.
Just because, golf, I don't know. It's a good sport to learn patience. I know people say that.
Yep.
And it's true.
So true.
It'll piss you off real
quick. A mental game.
Oh, yeah.
It's a mental game.
He knows. He was struggling just to hit the ball. It's just...
Yeah.
Bucket was good about like, oh no, take your time. Like, but then there was times where it was like, okay, we got to get our ball and go because there's people behind you. Obviously.
Of course.
But like,
there's etiquette.
Yeah, but Bucket was trying to help him too. Like I try, but like, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I don't know
what you want to do is make good contact with the ball. Okay.
You want to hit the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's like what he told me. Just like make contact.
Just don't worry about where it goes.
Just look at the ball and hit it.
Yeah. But that's kind of what he was telling
When you first start, don't overthink anything. Just hit. Yeah. When I first started, I mean, man, it could go anywhere. It could be over there, over there.
I don't think I could have even if I would have had the opportunity to play like golf in high school. One, I don't know if I would have played just because I would have thought it was like a stupid sport.
Yeah.
Like, that's gay. I don't want to play this dumbass sport.
Judge and stuff.
That's why I didn't wrestle, because I didn't want to wear fucking tights.
And roll around.
I don't want anybody to see all this.
Yeah.
Wrestling around with a man.
Yeah. I
think I would have been good at wrestling, I'll be honest, though.
I would have sucked.
But like, and then I don't think I would have been able to afford it anyway. Golf's kind of like clubs and shit. I don't know.
High school, yeah.
I was poor, dude. We were dirt. We was dirt poor, man. I couldn't even afford to go on a fucking $5 field trip. There ain't no way I'm getting clubs. I was one of two kids to stay.
No.
Yeah, everyone's going to the water park, and then me and Tyler over here fucking stuck in class.
Dang it.
With the teacher.
Did they play a movie for you or something?
No, I had to work.
Here's the fun video of the water park you're missing.
Look, it's live.
Yeah.
Look at the kid. Oh my God, it's the greatest time of my life. Kids
I'm
yelling.
so cool right now.
I can't believe anybody who's missing this is a loser.
Loser poor kids.
Like, fuck you.
There was no empathy in high school. None at all.
Yeah, dude, it sucked, dude. It was terrible. No, that was actually 8th grade, but still.
The memories are strong.
The memories are strong. I'll never go to Wild Waves ever.
I'm trying to think. Did we ever take? I don't know if we did field trips when I was older. Like we did. There was an optional Washington D.C. trip that was not cheap.
They had that same trip for us too.
That got canceled for a while after 9/11, I think.
No, I was already.
But I think it's going.
You youngsters. I was already out of high school.
I
built one of the towers, actually.
He's one of those guys walking up high on those steel beams.
Yeah, I had my lunchbox, everything.
Yeah, you can see. He also built the Empire State Building.
There's a black and white picture of me up on one of those.
With the other guys.
Yeah. It looks like I'm old, but I'm not. No, fucking, I don't know. High school, man. I loved it and hated it.
Yeah, man. I was thinking, I started golfing right before I went to college. Like, the week that I was leaving, I think it was the Friday before I left for college. My dad was off because he at the time, like, he worked at Hanford and they had like no work Friday or something fun.
Oh, that sounds
And
cool.
so it was just him and me. So we went to breakfast. We met up with one of his friends, and then we went golfing at Columbia Park.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first place I ever golfed. Not the easiest place to golf. Very narrow fairways.
I hate Columbia Park.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. But it was fun for the first time I ever golfed, right? And boy, did I suck. But then it's 20 years ago. I've been golfing for 20 years. And look at me now. No, like, I feel okay. Because, like, I look at my score and Blanca's score. My average when I go to Golfland is like 37 for 9 holes. So about 10 over par. Not great for 9 holes. But that's, it's like bogey golf. And Blanca's around 50.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. And, like, not saying anything bad about her. She's starting. She's like brand new golfer.
Better than her.
So I'm just like, I'm consistently at that spot.
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
very consistently within a few points. I've been under 30 and I've been up to like 40. But, like,
Oh, dude, both of us.
37 almost every time. I'm 37, 38, right in there.
I haven't golfed Golfland, and I mean, just with you and stuff, but I haven't really kept score.
Right.
Like when we've gone with Alicia and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted just to see where I'm at. Like
That's
today,
what I've been
I
doing,
go
yeah.
golfing, and in my mind, I feel like, you know what? I've been watching a lot of videos. I think I'm gonna do so good.
I paid attention when Tiger talked about how to hit the ball. I'm ready.
Danny Maud, I don't know. He's like
No
a
idea.
golf instructor.
Yeah.
He has really good videos. If you ever want to like look at golf videos, this guy does. He explains them in a nice way.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's very like detailed about
A
stuff.
nice way.
But he actually
not an
sounds
asshole
super
about
nice
it.
too.
You did all
He
right,
sounds like
champ.
he sounds like he would be good as a grade school teacher, some kind of teacher.
Sure.
The way he talks. So you want a picture, like he's talking about. Well, I was watching one with sand, like the ball in the sand trap.
Yeah.
He's like, what it is, basically picture that ball. It's on a piece of bread, right? And your goal is to just cut that crust right underneath it, just like this. And so he'll, in the way he talks, he's like,
Does he paint as well?
you're like, oh shit, with a happy little fucking stroke.
I was going to say, is he Bob Ross? Bob Ross golf instruction.
God, that'd be not so nice, huh?
And we're just going to hit a little ball right here. Just roll it.
Just a little happy chip from 30 yards out.
We're gonna
Fuck, it didn't go in.
oh, and fuck me.
Yeah, can you
Fuck
imagine?
my life. I wish I would.
The only time we hear Bob Ross scream is on the golf course. Fuck this club, I'm out of here.
It's okay. The mistakes are where it's at. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blow my brains out later.
Yeah, don't conceal carry when you're on a golf course.
This is true.
You would probably kill yourself. A fully sane individual would probably off themselves.
You know, I think what it is with golf, at least for me, is like I already have this competitive spirit because of sports in general. And so I always want to like compete.
Yeah.
And so golf's more like a competition with myself, right? I don't care if I'm not going to beat the other guys because a lot of times I know I'm probably the worst golfer on the course, right? But when I know I can do better and I'm not, that's when that frustration kicks
And
in.
so that's
and you're
that
just like,
crazy thing. It's your frustration
Yeah.
then that gets you off track.
yeah.
You're not as
Which
focused.
I was just telling him, you know, like a lot of times when you are angry and you don't think about it and you go up there just to hit the ball, you'll smack it.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking. You're just going up there just like, fuck this game. And then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, that's nice. Oh,
Yeah.
I
And it
love
can
this
turn
game.
on a dime. Well, that's the thing is no matter where your first ball lands, that's an opportunity to save the second, you know, and then the third. The
then the
tricky thing
14th.
is when you're like close enough to the green and you go up to do a little chip shot and you fuck the chip, and then it's like 3 chips later.
Or when you're putting and you putt it and it hits the hole and it goes out, and then you put it again, it hits the hole and it goes out, and you're like, just getting the fucking hole.
And that's the trickiest
Go
part.
home,
Is
ball.
like,
Go home, ball. You do good for your home.
but that's it. Is like the short game is really where you start racking up that score. You know.
Dude, in Tiger Woods or in PGA Tour 23 that I have,
Yeah.
my dude is just
Killing it.
oh, dude, I'm winning tournaments. I'm like, dude, I feel like I could golf like this for real. I'm shooting 16 under.
Man, I miss.
On a course, I was like shooting 16 under. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
fucking eagles and pars.
This
I'm like,
game's
hell yeah.
easy.
I like
I still, my old 07 Tiger Woods, I love that game with the Wii. You'd use your little like Wii controller.
Did you have the golf club for it?
No, I just used I was too cheap to buy the actual club. But every time he sunk a putt, he just.
So there's a game I have right now. It's the new college football game. And so I've been kind of playing that, like just handling it and stuff.
Yeah.
But it'll show the like cheerleaders or anybody in the crowd. And they all, like, I don't know if they messed their lips up or what. They have looked so fucking funny, like. I'm like, why is their mouth like that? It looks weird.
They're burn victims.
That's what they look like. Seriously. Oh,
They don't put a lot of work into those, like, you know, side pieces.
they look like a bunch of fire marshal bills.
Yeah.
If you ever heard that, oh, let me show you something. Their teeth, they're all teeth and gum. It's so funny.
Well, I do like. I think I've mentioned this before. In GTA 5, when you golf, I love it because that character Michael. I always use Michael to go golfing, and he's so realistic. He'll hit a good shot. He's like, "Yes, that's how you play it." And then he's like, "Fuck, I fucking hate this game." It's so great.
Can you shoot on the course then?
You
GTA.
can, but the second you do, man, cops are everywhere. It's a nice course, bro.
Oh, they want to.
It's a 9-hole.
Yeah, I've tried.
Oh man, it's so you learn like there's certain like it's like real golf. Like there's certain ways you want to hit. There's certain parts that you want to hit, or else.
Did you play 18?
Oh man, I play all the time. I play like 36 sometimes.
Here you go.
Man, it's a good day, man. You just got to keep playing. You can meet people throughout the city, and then they become like golf buddies, and you can like select to play with people, and then you do
That's
you
cool.
challenge them.
Fucking doing skins game.
You can drive a golf cart, or you can just do skip to the next hole. It's fun when you really want to feel like you're out there. You just drive that golf cart to the
you
ball.
drive right on the path, all good.
Yeah,
Have you ever played the game like street legal? Like you're taking turns when you're like
when you get bored enough, like when you beat the game enough, yeah, and the traffic actually works. It's pretty wild. Like it's like a real city, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff, but it gets so boring. I can't. And the thing that sucks is the other drivers. If you're trying to do it without a problem, some asshole will undoubtedly come up behind you and get angry and hit you, and then hit everybody else trying to get around. Nobody in Grand Theft Auto likes to follow the law. Nobody. They will destroy your car. Yeah.
6 is gonna be cool once it comes out.
Oh my god,
14
man!
years.
I am so excited.
Be on the PS10, but it'll come out.
That's all right. It's supposed to come out in 2025.
That's not
Right
bad.
now, that's the official. But
It looks cool.
Rockstar's notorious for pushing it out, which I actually appreciate. If you're going to get a game, there's nothing worse than a game you're really excited about, and when you get it, it's so buggy and glitchy
That's
that you can't
so. A
play
lot of
it.
people were excited about. It's called Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
But that game when it got released was
Awful.
terrible. Like people, they ended up like, we'll refund you your money because this game sucks.
Are they redoing it, or is it just
They were
done?
just, I think, patching it.
Yeah.
But it was like so terrible, like
But see,
so
that's
glitchy,
the thing is
like
like
a piece of shit.
You just put the effort in the beginning, but there's so much
Like
pressure
life, man.
to release at certain times for
Put that-
profits and all that. But already Rockstar, like they announced GTA 6, and the sales for GTA 5 are like through the roof again. It's so wild.
Well, I had GTA 5, but it was online, and I didn't like. I didn't really care
No.
for
Don't
it.
do online. Do the real game. If you do the real
Story mode.
story, oh, I fucking love it. It is so funny.
Well, I restarted that over.
Yeah.
And I forgot the tow trucks. Like,
Oh,
I forget what her name was.
Yeah.
Tanya.
Yeah.
Kanye, yeah. You know I'll make it right, Carl, or whatever. Yeah. You,
like, girl.
You lean that seat back, I'll make it right. He's like, nah, girl, that's fucking disgusting.
I know you. Yeah. For question of the week, I don't remember if I asked this one.
Okay.
Dealing with feelings of sadness?
Say it again.
How do you deal with feeling?
How
do you deal with just being in those moments where you're just kind of down?
Not well.
Like, because like me earlier this week, for whatever reason, I was just in my head and I was just kind of like I don't know. I just wasn't there.
Yeah.
I was kind of like just trying to figure out how to deal with that.
Sure.
So I, typically will hide away or run off somewhere.
Yeah.
If I'm like feeling not sad. I don't know. It's just sometimes you just feel like this uneasiness about whatever.
Anxiety towards
just whatever.
Life or you can't put your finger on it.
The hit of depression kicks in and you just don't know what to do.
I think a lot of times for me it's stemmed by boredom.
I think that's what mine is.
It's like I feel like I should be doing something
more
and
productive.
I'm not. I'm just sitting around. So I think like, for me, it would be more of like an overall, probably not looking at it like that moment, but what am I going to do to like alter what I'm doing in life in general?
And that's kind of what I did. I like ended up trying to find something to do to fucking, let's not think about it.
Right.
Just to push those feelings down deep
just hide
and then don't deal with them. No, just kidding.
Like Theo Vaughn, I think you'd mentioned like Theo Vaughn had said that he wasn't really an alcoholic, but he was addicted to hiding from his feelings.
Yeah, so like that, and I think that's for me when I quit drinking, like that's what it was. It was like I think I was just hiding from wanting to feel something.
Yeah.
Dealing with whatever it is and the million things that would pop into my head.
Right.
And that was easy. Let me just drink and think about something else or not think at all.
Yeah, because there is something about, dealing with life. And that is one thing, people that start, like smoking weed or drinking really young, it does stunt your development because you're not learning how to cope and how to deal. You're just shoving things away.
Yeah, because eventually, even after a while, you're still going to have to deal with those feelings.
Right. They're not going to go away.
You're just pushing them.
And the more your body disassociates from your mind, the more work it's going to take later to rebuild that bridge,
Oh, yeah.
There's really that mental connection and like your awareness, your metacognition, if you will. It's a skill to get to the point that you can understand your own brain. And to some degree, you'll never understand all of it. But the effort,
you'll see signs and figure it out.
And it's not stewing. It's not healthy to stew on things. But really sitting with something and asking yourself those like hard questions, like where is this coming from? Yeah. What behavior, what choice, what is going on that's bringing this out? Yeah.
So like me, when I was having my moment, then I just started like, I think I had heard something on Theo Vaughn that I used. Mm-hmm. And like just thinking, okay, let me just think about this in a different, positive way.
Yeah, reframe it, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm excited to get back to work, or I'm excited to fucking go clean the fucking
I'm not nervous. I'm pooping myself because of my giddy excitement.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm shitting my pants. Nothing like that. What's that smell? My excitement.
I can't wait. Yeah.
That's what you smell, not shit.
Yeah, it's not shit. It's excitement.
I just got bad
dripping
breath
out my butt. Gross.
No, but yeah, that's kind of like how for me I dealt with it. I like looked at what I'm grateful for, the things I have in my life that I maybe take for granted, because I think that's easy to do, is take for granted what you already have, because you're focusing on what you need.
Like that song goes, you know what I mean? Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Yeah.
It's really true.
So it's like, okay, let me think. Yeah. And it kind of worked, though.
Sure. Our brains are dumb. That's what, what's his name says?
Nate Bargatze.
Our brains are stupid. We can trick ourselves.
Yeah, and making, hey. Oh, yeah, you're right.
One half of our brain's so dumb that the other half can trick it.
That's crazy.
I love that joke. That's funny.
No, I was just
But no, you're so right. You're so right. Like it's, and emotions happen no matter what. Mm-hmm. Sadness is just another part of humanity. I think we have this assumption that we're supposed to be happy all the time.
Yeah, and you're not.
And like you want contentness to be kind of like your basic point, right? Like where you're okay with where you're at. You're okay with life, but you're not going to be happy all the time. It's a fallacy. It's an untruth that we try to sell ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know that there's going to be moments I'm going to feel like shit, and I'm going to feel sad,
and that's okay.
How am I going to navigate those feelings?
Now, am I good, particularly at being okay with that? No. I'm just like everybody else.
I'm 43, and I'm now barely figuring it out. Right. Like I feel like when I was in Utah, I drank, right, and then I, just had a drink the other day, and so it's like navigating for me. It's okay. When do I know not to. Let me stop drinking because I could see myself easily getting back to those. Yeah. To the state where I'm just gonna go down that rabbit hole drinking. Right. Right. And I don't know. You just now navigate. Okay, I feel this way. Let me not.
Absolutely.
Let me just take a step back.
Right. Yeah. I think back to the way that you and I both used to drink, and there were definitely times where it was like you'd get so far ahead of yourself. You're not even thinking. All of a sudden, the bottle's gone, and
when Blackout Jesse's out, I ain't thinking about nothing.
But it's like
I need some Coke. Let's
go. It's been a long time for me. Like,
I'm just kidding.
Every once in a while, something happens, and maybe you have a little more than you intended to. But like generally speaking, it's so much nicer to just have a drink here and there.
Well,
and just
when I was at Buckets, I had a drink, and I remember the next day I felt like hungover, but I was like, man, I didn't drink that much.
It was so hot down there, though. You probably were just
But then the other day when I'm at Elliot's birthday, like I had a couple drinks. The next day, same thing.
Really?
I'm like, dude, I had a drink and the beer.
Yeah, like a beer and a whiskey, I think.
Yeah, right? Just a little cup of whiskey. Little cup of whiskey.
Well, you mixed it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a little bit of whiskey with a lot of like lemonade.
Lemonade, yeah. But I don't know. I was like, my body don't like this right now. I was like, it took me a while to like get out of that, like, ugh.
Yeah, alcohol has
just drink some
a
more.
natural way of teaching you why it's not good.
So I'm like, okay, I think I'll be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I got.
That's all I got. How about you?
You got anything?
Anything else you want to say? Anything you want to tell the world? No?
Love your neighbor. And your mama.
This guy is just overflowing with wisdom, so one of these days he's going to just drop something.
You're going to talk one day.
Well, we'll shut up and let you talk, maybe. All right, well, thank you for being with us,
He's
Eli.
a good big brother, though. You take care of your brother and sister and stuff.
Yeah.
How do you like that, by the way? Sorry to...
No.
I was just a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it sometimes tough being the big brother?
Well, yeah, because, like, I got to worry about everything now since my brother moved out.
Yeah.
Like, he got his own problem. And so, like, I wasn't going to be able to come to Utah because I would have had to watch them.
Yep.
And
I remember that.
I had to go home yesterday if we didn't go pick them up.
Yep.
Okay. I would have had to go watch them.
Yeah, so
you kind of feel like sometimes you have to give a lot for other people.
And that's what it seems like, huh?
Yeah, because it's like sometimes you just think like, damn, you don't get to have fun because you got to like other responsibilities to worry about.
Yeah. I've been there, dude. I was that older brother doing
and
all
I'll
that.
challenge you to start planning now for how you're going to deal with that when you get a little older.
Yeah.
Because there is going to be an age where suddenly you get that freedom, and a lot of people can go way over the deep end with that. So I would start mentally kind of making a plan for how are you going to set limits for yourself where you can go out and you can have that young buck fun, just get out there in the world, but make sure that you're always taking care of yourself and don't let any kind of feelings that you might have from another time dictate your choices at that time.
Or influence, or even have other people influence, things.
Yeah, because what you're doing is very noble. It's a good thing. You're being a man. But that does come at a price to some degree when you get a little older.
Yeah. There's sacrifices that get made when you have to do those things.
But we were both very proud of you. Yeah. You're doing the things that you need to do. You're taking care of business. That's a good thing.
Oh, shit. Speaking of taking care of business, we need to get JC his meds.
Oh.
No, I gave him to him at 8 o'clock.
Oh, did you?
Look at him.
Look at
this guy. That's a man right there.
Yeah, see? Shit.
Man, you're a good brother.
Yeah, I understand where that it comes from. I was that big brother where I had to take care of my brother and sister. Or I had to my mom was working or whatever, so I'd have to watch them and do things.
And no matter what, I think because I never had to take care of my brother, but just being the older sibling, you always feel a responsibility for your siblings.
Yeah, I know. And you're right, though. There's things you miss out on because maybe you have to watch the kids or, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's like the point of life. You got to like take responsibility and then just like own to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, true.
Yep. And everything is a balance. It's all a balancing act. You can't always like. There's a lot of people that just have fun, and they don't give a shit about anybody or anything. It's just whatever they want to do at that moment. And it's like, but then there's so much of life that you do miss.
Yeah.
If you have no responsibility, if you never take accountability for anything, then you miss out on so much that comes with that. Like your relationship with your siblings will always be there.
Yeah.
They will always love you, look up to you, be close to you. And, you'll be 80 years old and they'll still look at you
like my brother,
Yeah. And so you can't, that's time, energy, effort. Yeah. So
and a lot of that stuff you won't, like I've told Alicia this too, like as a parent, there's times you won't feel appreciated, just like being a big brother.
Yep.
But it's later in life that when they're older, they'll see that. Absolutely. And then that appreciation comes.
It's called dividends, right?
Yeah. So,
right. You put work into something and you get a payback later on.
Yeah.
And that's relationships. Your kids take you for granted. Young kids take you for granted. But you got to understand too, that when you're taken for granted, there is some level of love and respect in that.
Yeah.
You've provided so much support.
Yeah. And there's comfortability there.
Base comfort that you can be taken for granted,
Yeah.
Now,
whoever the fuck granted is.
Yeah. Yeah. This is for granted.
This is for granted.
Granted. Table for two. No.
Shout out
Party.
to Granted.
Yeah.
All right.
I do got a question for you guys.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
How do you guys feel about how the presidency, like how it's going on in the world?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. Like Tom's more of
I pay too much attention.
He pays all the attention. I pay zero attention. I just know Trump got shot.
Let's just say not good. No way around it. I don't feel great about anything.
I don't know.
That's about it.
I feel like there might be a little bit of change, but it's going to be the same shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like both parties always just look after themselves. And
we got two men that
they don't really give a fuck about us. Have you ever heard that song?
New blood. That's all I can say.
Tupac has a song, something about like basically they don't give a fuck about us, which is so true because it's like,
what we really need is a president who's going to look after middle class people that pay taxes.
Because that's where most America
limit our taxes, and in my view, start taxing those billionaires that have more than enough money that would still be rich, no matter how much you tax them.
I'm going to tax you 80%.
They clearly, and corporate greed in our system, we are getting crushed by that. Yeah. And Donald Trump, for all his talk, not doing it. He's cutting taxes for everybody. And more so including those uber wealthy, because that's who he is. There's a school of thought that if you cut taxes on super wealthy people, they'll create all these jobs and do these great things. It hasn't happened, but
you start cutting their pay, they're going to cut people off so they can still get their pay.
Well, that's the thing. It's their greed. So you just, as a populace, if we just say, fuck that, we don't care, we're always going to put people in who are going to tax you so that we don't have to pay the burden, because we in the middle class are always going to pay the burden. We're always going to.
For sure.
We're going to get, we get taxed at such a high rate. If they could cut our tax rate and just take from like 5 people, that's what everyone's pissed off about. That's why Trump is where he is, because that's what people want. But no one's going to do it. Joe Biden's old. He can't talk.
No, he can't.
And I support Joe Biden's policies. I'm more of a Joe Biden guy. But he can't talk. He can't sell his policies. He's done. He needs to walk away. Trump is who he is.
Come on, here it's 2024. I'm just kidding.
I'm not sure
I'm
how
kidding.
I feel about that, but
She sucks too.
We're just screwed.
Oh my God,
This
I heard
country
her-
we've chosen such a nightmare.
I heard her say something and I was confused the whole time.
Well, Joe Biden is the
what we're
first
gonna
black
do
woman
is we're gonna
president.
wanna-
I don't know if you guys know that. I mean, I want to be respectful to the guy. He has had quite a career, and he's done a lot of things. I think Joe Biden is a guy that really does care about people, individual people.
White people.
But he is like old. I mean,
he's dirt.
there's no way.
Dude, I
is
seen a
not-
video and they're talking shit about Joe Biden, and he was probably then maybe his 40s. Like this was back in the 70s, it looked like, or something like that. They're
Yeah,
like,
he's been in
oh,
politics
Joe
for-
Biden's screwed for doing that. And they were talking. I'm like, well, he's the president now.
Yeah.
This didn't age well.
No, yeah, you just you never give up. One thing I've learned, you never back down. No, if you can, like Trump has taught me so much about life. Bully people, and if you get where you're screwed, just keep swinging. Get a lot of friends and just keep swinging.
As Dory said, just keep swimming.
And that said, like I will say, thank God he's okay. I would never want anyone in our country to be shot.
Yeah.
That's a bit much.
But that really does, I mean, to me, that is such, this is America. This is the America we've asked for. We can act like it's special because it's a presidential candidate. It's not. People have been shot and beaten in this country over and over and over again. We're used to school shootings. We're used to mass shootings in malls. We're used to every public space being dangerous.
Yeah.
He was outside giving a speech in a field. If in America you don't think that's a possibility, I'm not taking anything away from the fact someone tried to kill a presidential candidate. That's a horrible, horrible thing. But we accept it in this country. We're fine with it. We will not touch that issue at all. Nothing's going to happen. So until leaders stand up and start leading, stop giving a shit about all the politics and just start actually looking for solutions to real problems, we're going to be exactly where we are, and we're just going to keep hating each other. So let's bring down the
let's
tone.
keep hating
Let's-
each other, everyone.
You know,
Love y'all.
I agree that we need to do all these things, but the parties need to stop. They need to stop the game. Stop. You know.
I live in a political neighborhood, so
Yeah, you do. You're living
Mom-
next to a future county representative.
the commish.
The commissioner.
Bullshit. I'm gonna give him all the dirt.
Yeah, this guy smokes weed.
He
This
smokes
guy
weed, grows
let a
weed.
kid get shot in his house, folks. And that's America. I'm
That's America for you.
just gonna, hey, he's a political candidate. Now it is.
You know, as unfortunate as that situation was, I do want to know if he did anything to help the parents of the victim.
Based on what he said in his little political thing, I guarantee you he did not.
'Cause
I
that-
don't know for sure. That's my
that to me
opinion,
shows
but-
empathy. At least, like,
Yeah.
this situation sucked, but you know, is there something I can do to help?
right
Like,
to make
you
it
know?
right, like the
Yeah.
Bible would say.
yeah.
Right, take care of.
Because if
each
that
other.
happened in my house, like, I'd feel like dog
Right.
shit for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'd also be like, hey, what can I do to help? Like,
A lot of people
this
have
shouldn't happened.
the idea, those circle the wagons. It's dangerous, so shut it down.
If he was
You know,
not white, he'd be in jail. That's the problem.
there may be truth to that.
There is truth to that. I know there is. That's my truth.
Listen, as Whitey, I can attest.
As a half whitey, I can't.
I don't know.
But anyway, we
I'm running for county commissioner. I'm going to take that job,
you
man.
get it easier. You're a teacher.
So easy.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
you guys
Anyway,
have a good one.
America, we love you.
You know, I got tea time.
Have a
I gotta
great
keep
week.
too.
Yeah, this guy's got to go golfing.
Fucking life
All right.
sucks.
We love you guys. Take care. See you
Later.
next time.
I took a big